All right, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Monty. Welcome to my channel. For those who've been around, I appreciate you. Dap me up. I appreciate you, bruh. Appreciate you for tuning in again to another one. Dang, where do I start? Let's just jump into it. All right. So by now, you've probably already seen my vlog that I've been holding on to. I was gonna drop it around Thanksgiving, but I kind of held off on it just due to me being kind of mad. I was kind of upset, but then I got over it because I realized this. My 9 to 5 gave me freedom. It gave me freedom. Leaving my 9 to 5 job gave me freedom. It was one of the most scariest things that I've ever done, yet was probably the most freest decision I've ever made. And you probably like, bro, you got fired. You didn't leave. You're probably new here. But I was already planning on leaving. So my plan was to grind out till December this month, and in January, say deuces. It's kind of ironic and funny because I got fired due to YouTube and running my business. Not only that, but now that I'm not there, now I get to do what I've been wanting to do full time. Isn't that ironic? Getting let go for the thing that got you fired to then do it. Kind of crazy, right? Anyway, I wasn't gonna let, my freedom of speech go. I know a lot of people would. I know a lot of people would let some of the things that happen to them at their job go and be kicked in the butt all the time. Not me. I'm sorry. For the amount of disrespect that I was going through, I took a lot. And then it got to a point where I was like, I'm looking around, man, I could go do something on my own. And now I'm doing it. You get me? Not only that, but I had, audio proof of them pulling me to the side and telling me what they was gonna do and being racist and all of this, and I couldn't even really do it to them like I wanted to because YouTube kept flagging it, which is understandable, but I just wanted to prove my point. Because I know there's people out there that always say, oh, you're lying. You're not really working 3 jobs. And then I drop a vlog doing it. You still say I'm lying. So I don't know what other proof to tell y'all or show y'all. But I've learned over time that I don't have to prove anything when I know what's going on. There was no way I was going to let a job dictate what I do outside of work, all because of somebody who wants to do what I'm doing. You get me? I wasn't going to let, my business go down the drain or go into the fire just to build somebody else's. You get me? Especially when I'm getting disrespected. It's a difference. It's an amount of disrespect you can take, and then when you pass that level, it can't be, compromised, okay? So, with all that being said, it gave me freedom and it gave me my time back. When you work in a warehouse, bro, your time is not your time, like at all, And I always stress that so much about, time management. People don't know how hard that I'm working when I'm getting up at 4 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning to go knock out 10, 12 videos before 6:30. So I can get back home at 6:30 to, get ready, maybe get another hour of sleep before I got to go back to work at 8:30 to then get off and then do it all over again before 9 o'clock because I got to go back. And then having to do that same thing on the weekends because on the weekends, I'm grinding out YouTube. I'm reselling products, reselling cologne. I'm day trading now, so that's another type of income into the mix. Like, it's a lot of things that I'm doing on a daily basis where my time management, I had to fluctuate and really get down to the nitty gritty point. Like it was serious, and I couldn't do nothing but prove that to y'all. And even when I prove it, it's still it's not registering for some people, right? Working here, I found my passion, which was creating. You know, I wasn't really able to really tap into the creative side of Monty because I know how I can make a real life situation become a movie, you know, and it's kind of hard to do that when literally your situation is the movie. It's kind of tough because you got to deal with judgment and all of that, and the third, but it's fine because when you actually got a passion for doing what you love, that outside noise really don't matter to you. You get me? Working in a warehouse, it didn't allow me to explore that side of myself where it was like, dang, this mother look like a Netflix show or like a Netflix movie. Like, I want to really tap into that, you know, vlog style side of myself because I know I can. And it doesn't necessarily have to be surrounded by a job. You know, I can travel and do that same thing, you know. Once I left, bro, I got in this mode to really create content and building my brand and connecting with y'all because y'all is one of the most important things to me. Like, I've been at this for a while, and now that I've grown a community of people that are very like-minded like myself, it's kind of like I want to connect with y'all a little more and give y'all what y'all want. And I couldn't really do that while working. You get me? Like, I can give some game, but it started breaking me down because I got to work and also give value. You get me? Now I have more time to give value and give game on some of the things that I'm doing. You get me? Not only that, but I discovered the value of, and this is where I'm gonna dive into it a little more. I discovered the value of financial freedom, right? Now, leaving this 9 to 5 taught me how important, even not even leaving, while working this job, it taught me the value of financial freedom. And it was to build multiple incomes, right? I couldn't stress that enough neither. Working this job, my goal was to build more income, right? Instead of relying on one paycheck. And I started creating financial freedom by, you know, just working on different projects, you know, that I'm passionate about. And I thank God every day because I was able to leave one of my jobs to do content. Now I have a whole channel that's mainly focused on music. That's all I do on the weekends, and that's the only thing I focus on the weekends is that channel, right? Not only that, but I have this and a couple other channels that I run that have finally gave me the chance of financial freedom. I don't know, it has to be only a sprinkle of people that are able to do that. I left the job off of YouTube. Like, that's crazy to say, but I can say I've done that because I have. Now that I'm fired and let go, I can do my own thing, which is what I've been wanting to do anyway, right? And especially when it's something that you're passionate about, that's what's going to keep you in the game long term. It's not always about the money or nothing like that. My other thing with leaving was mental health, bro. When you dealing with what I was dealing with, when you constantly you got people, imagine you going to work, bro, and you got people so envious of you that you the talk of the sanctuary, pretty much. You the talk of the job. I'm damn near famous when I walk in. You get me? All because, you know, y'all got exposed. Y'all got exposed. And then when the truth come out, now everybody trying to hide their hand. Like, especially the HR lady. You tried to lie, and then when you got caught up, you wanted to hide your hand. What about my manager? Doing racial slurs that I couldn't post. I could probably post them now, but going through all that to bleep out words and all that, y'all ain't even worth the time no more. Really. But you know the truth. That's why y'all was doing what y'all was doing, bro. It wasn't because I said people aren't hiring. Cut it out. It's because you knew I had dirt of what you was doing to me. That's all it was. So they had to figure out a way to try to get me gone. Which I already knew that because you knew I had dirt. You know, you knew that already. But that start to take a toll on you once you working and you gotta constantly walk into that every day. It'll make you feel like, bro, I could really just do this on my own. Especially when you've already seen it. And it's not even just about the YouTube money or nothing like that. Because yes, I have made a lot of money off YouTube. I have, but I don't flex none of that because none of that matters at the end of the day. At the end of the day, what matters is your mental self, your mental health, and, you know, being on a good spectrum with yourself. When you walking into something like that, being stressed out every day, bro, forget that. Forget that, bro. I can't stress what mental health should matter to men, women. I can't stress that enough. You know, when I left and I got that happened, I felt like a weight got lifted off my shoulder. Like for real. I felt like I could focus more. I could finally lock in more than I already was and becoming the best version of myself. Right? The other thing was starting a bit of life that I didn't need a vacation from. You get me? When you working, bro, do you know why you get PTO? You want to know the truth? It's because, not because you earned it. It's because most of the time, it's the stress from work. People need days off. You get me? That's why you get PTO. But when you're in a situation like me, where, you know, you have dirt on some of the things that they've been doing to you, and they make it a big deal because of the businesses you got outside of your job, they'll do anything in their power to try to break you down or take away things from you. And one of mine was specifically that, PTO. I've never been to a job where they tell you you can't use PTO. Have you? I've never been to a job where they've said that. I don't want to work a job where I constantly am building a life to vacation from what I'm doing. If anything, I want to take a vacation from what I'm doing. You get me? It's a difference. It's a difference. When you have to build a life where you don't need a vacation from and working much like this, I don't need a vacation from this. This is something I like doing. I need a vacation from that job. Dealing with people like that every day, that's not the wave, bro. Not only that, I always was counting down the days working in that job. I'm talking about down to the weekend, down to my next vacation. Now, it's none of that, bro. I don't feel that way no more. I don't feel that way at all. Freedom isn't easy. It's not an easy road to have. What I'm doing isn't easy. Going into entrepreneurship, this isn't easy because I know with YouTube, for as long as I've been on here now, it fluctuates. That's why I stress it. I can't stress it enough for you to have multiple things going on. YouTube is not my only source of income. I have so far 4 or 5, right? And when you have freedom, it's worth it. It's not easy, but it's worth it. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. It hasn't been all sunshine and glory days, bro. You know what I'm saying? There has been lows where, money was kind of low. But then I had to figure out a way to go get it. And I did, right? Building something from the ground up is hard work. It is. Especially this right here. This is not easy. A lot of people think you're going to just get on this platform and just make buku bucks. No, bro. You got to be different and really create. And for the longest time, I felt like I could give way more value in game, not just game on life, but I can give way more value creatively than I could because I was working this job and building them up. You get me? And the thing about it is, yes, I'm a good worker. I understand that my work ethic is impeccable. Nobody can tell me it's not because I hate being outworked. That's just me though. I hate it. So I will work 3 times harder than somebody and go into overdrive. I've been doing it for almost a year already. You get me? When it does work and it works out, that's what I'm proud of. It's because it did. All that hard work, all that pain I had to go through with getting up early and doing all that, it worked out, bro. It worked out. Now I have a couple channels that's monetized. Not just this one. I have my next is my gaming channel. I'm gonna be streaming over there and dropping videos. Like I have to get back active. It's certain things that come into this. Leaving wasn't just about me quitting or nothing like that. Because I didn't quit. I was leaving regardless to go into something better for myself. You get me? It was about, for me at least, it was about, taking that leap of faith and betting on myself, especially when I had a game plan for myself already. Hell yeah, it's scary. Don't get me wrong. It is for sure. But if you're willing to put the work in, I feel like the freedom you gain is all worth it in the end. It's all worth it. Start planning, stay consistent, and trust the process. I don't know what else to tell anybody because you can take it from me. I've made plenty of money off YouTube. Plenty. But it's a point that you have to finally make that decision for yourself. Like, are you really going to go full-fledged or continue down this road and dealing with this? So, yeah, I've been through a lot. Things happen, but I never give up. That's not my motto at all. So, yeah, leaving my job I thought was bad. Nah, it just gave me time and it gave me some freedom for sure. Appreciate you for tuning in.